Hello everyone, welcome back to the channel. Today I have a quick video for you. It mainly concerns people that live in the UK. As of the 16th of February, Game will not take in trade-ins or sell pre-owned games. So this news comes from a lot of outlets. You can see the articles on Eurogamer and others. I will have screenshots of those in the video. I'm sure they're playing right now. I heard about this on Twitter and I got in contact with some people I still know who work in Game. I used to work there many years ago, and yeah, basically one of the good perks of going into Game, which is basically going in and taking the stuff you don't need anymore, consoles, games and so forth, they're gonna stop taking them in. And I'm a bit perplexed in the sense where, as far as I'm aware, or I was aware, when I used to work in Game, I know that this time of the year is very slow business wise, and the way they stay afloat is by selling pre-owned stuff. That's why in the past, around this time of the year, you see a lot of like 3-for-2s on pre-owned games and so forth, because that's what brings them business as well. And that's when they do a lot of like promos, like if you trade these AAA games you get more credit, etc, etc. So it's a very bold move. Now, speaking to some people I know that are still around in the company, there's a lot of structure and changes taking place. Obviously, it's not the same place it was when I used to work there. I mean, I stopped working there back in 2016, I believe. It's been quite a long time now. Game in the UK was about to go bust, and they got bought by the Fraser Group, I believe they're called. I will have screenshots of how many companies they own, but they own Sports Direct, House of Fraser and many others. That's why when they bought Game, a lot of brick and mortar shops, as in shops that used to be outdoors, they got rid of those and they put Game inside Sports Directs or House of Fraser's and so forth. And yeah, there's been a lot of internal changes. My understanding is as well that, from what I've heard, is that they're going to install new tills, which is basically the computers that the guys in the store use to process the sales. They've had the same equipment for the longest time, like very archaic blue screen computers that they use as tills. Apparently they're going to phase those out, bring new ones, and the new ones are not going to have any way to scan or process said pre-owned or trade-ins and so forth. And they're doing it so they don't have to train the people that already work within the umbrella of companies that the Fraser Group own. So for example, if I work in Sports Direct and they want to move me to a Game, I don't need to be trained, I can go straight on the till. And they're working with a 0-hour contract at the moment, as far as I'm aware, or as I have been told. That is the plan, which is a shame, because like I remember working in Game was one of the best jobs I ever had. But yeah, and I'm not the first one to say, I'm not going to be the last one. There's hundreds of videos out there of people that have had their own testimonies of working in places like GameStop or Game, and the pay and the hours and the shit you have to put up with is abysmal. If it weren't for the passion and the people you work with, you wouldn't really be there. I wouldn't be surprised to see that Game going forward gets rid of more perks. Like for example, you've got the Game Elite, which is a sort of subscription that you pay £36 a year, and it gives you a lot of really good perks. Like for example, you get into specific member only competitions where they have some really cool prizes from publishers and developers, or you get more bonus points from shopping certain items like consoles and games. You get more for your buck. So the money you basically get that money back that you put in, £36, you get it back definitely. And if you go into Game quite a lot and buy lots of physical media, it's worth buying. And I wouldn't be surprised that those kind of perks, they just phase out completely. And the thing is, it's not surprising, all of this. For the longest time, publishers and developers have spoken about going into a digital media only sort of future, and the next generation of consoles are just gonna be digital only. It's just going to happen. It's just a shame to think that you were able to, for example, play a game and when you finished it, you could just trade it in towards the next game and get some money off, especially during the cost of living that we're living now. It's not that easy to just buy games at a full price, especially if the prices are going up. And it just sucks to think that the amount of people that maybe waited out for a lot of games to go down in price, or that were happy to get a pre-owned copy, that's not going to happen. They're going to have to go to places like CEX, which is fine, they exist, but there's just no real incentives of going into game anymore, really, if they're going to be phasing out some of the things that make it unique. Now, this isn't going to bother everyone, because I'm sure a lot of you watching this haven't bought a physical game in God knows how long, but you know, for collectors out there, for people who are trying to amass the their dream collections, because digital isn't finite either. Eventually, if servers stop working, the only way you're going to be able to play games is if you've got some decent physical copies of them. So yeah, it's a bit of a blow, really, but it was inevitable, and I'm just interested to see how things go from here, from a business point of view for Game, which is basically a toy shop now, and to see if GameStop in the US follows suit, because we know that for the longest time, gaming companies, as in retailers, God knows how they've stayed afloat for so long, especially once the digital places came into fruition. So yeah, that's me done. I just wanted to give you guys a heads up. Let me know what you think. I'd love to hear your thoughts on it. Are you bothered? Are you surprised? Are you gonna go in and trade everything you can? I would recommend, if you do use your game store near you, go in, speak to the guys there and find out whether they're taking stuff in or not, and see if you can trade stuff in. They do a thing where if you trade stuff in and pre-order something at the same time, you get a bit more credit. I don't know if they're still doing that. Maybe I'm talking out of my ass, but give it a shot. It's just worth trying at this rate. So yeah, do your research, have a look, and remember, you've got just a bit less than a month now. And please let me know what you think down in the comment section below. If you want to grab any of the games mentioned here physically, or the upcoming Final Fantasy Pixel Remaster Collection, and simultaneously support the channel, please use our PlayAsia affiliate link down below. Free shipping on orders over $100. And if you're looking for the cool looking GameCube controller, the Nixie Wizard, please use our affiliate link for that in the description below. Use coupon code Grinning for 10% off. Peace.